And if we don't stop and we make our voices heard as an American public together, if we make our voices heard as an American public together, we're going to have to do that if we ever want to overcome this terrible tragedy.
David Hogg.
David Hogg.
David Hogg.
David Hogg.
And David Hogg.
David Hogg is here with me now. What do you want people to know?
I want people to picture themselves as children, because really what all of us are just grown-up children. Children will continue to die if we don't take a stand now. Children are dying and they will continue to die unless we stop it, stand up, and take action. I support the Second Amendment. But for God's sake, how can we knowingly pass bills and laws that are in direct opposition to saving kids' lives? President Trump, you control the House of Representatives, you control the Senate, and you control the executive. You haven't taken a single bill for mental health care or gun control and passed it. And that's pathetic. We've seen a government shutdown, we've seen tax reform, but nothing to save our children's lives. Are you kidding me? You think now is the time to focus on the past and not the future to prevent the death of thousands of other children? You sicken me. Any action at this point, instead of just complete stagnancy and blaming the other side of the political aisle, would be a step in the right direction. You sicken me. Working together to save these children's lives is what this country needs. If you let this keep happening, it's going to be your kid that's next. How many more students are going to have to die and have their blood spilt in American classrooms trying to make the world a better place?
So what do you say to the NRA? They give millions of dollars to politicians.
If you can't get elected without taking money from child murderers, why are you running? To elected officials, I say this: don't lie to us. Don't make any more false promises, because when you do, children die. Don't lie. Take actual action, and don't succumb to lobbyists and different interest groups that want to skew it the other way. This is the time for discussion and for all people that are Americans to come together as Americans through love and compassion. This event happened on Valentine's Day. So many people lost loved ones. Our community and our nation have taken too many bullets to the heart, and now is the time for us to stand up. So I will not feel safe going back to school myself until reasonable mental health care legislation and gun control legislation is passed.
Are you going to be able to go back into this building behind us?
Yes. I'm not going to let this person stop me. That's what they want to do. They want to scare us. They want to make us feel unsafe. And I say no. I take a stance in my own personal way to say that's not okay. I don't feel afraid. I'm going to continue learning so I can prevent this from happening again. Every answer is a solution at this point, because we haven't tried any of them, and we need a multifaceted approach to this extremely complex problem, because if we don't have that, this will never come to an end. We need a multifaceted attack to prevent these things from ever happening again. Take action. Ideas are great. Ideas are wonderful, and they help you get reelected and everything. But what's more important is actual action and pertinent action that results in saving thousands of children's lives. Please, take action. We must take action if we're going to prevent the next shooting. Thoughts and prayers go out to people, and we're going to propose all of these ideas. We don't need ideas. We need action. We need action from our elected officials, and we need action from the civic public, because without that, this is going to happen again. It's an issue that affects each and every one of us, and if you think it doesn't, believe me, it will, especially if we don't take action to step up and stop things like that. We need discussion. We've had the debates, and people have died as a result. Children have died and will continue to if we don't stop now and look at both sides of this, because we can't wait around any longer. Children are dying as a result, and we need to take action. But what we really need is action, because we can say, yes, we're going to do all these things, thoughts and prayers. What we need more than that is action. I think what we really need is a multifaceted attack, as I said earlier.
Wow, David, you are a well-spoken young man.
David, incredibly poised delivery of information tonight. You were so plain-spoken and so vocal and so strong.
David Hogg, you are a survivor of the Stoneman Douglas massacre, but you're also a journalist, and you're my peer, and hopefully one day you'll be a colleague.
Because we had a fire alarm earlier that day, and that was a drill, so we thought this was a drill too, just another one. Because we have a lot of fire alarms, a lot of fire drills at the school. After we heard the first gunshot, we initially thought it was a drill. Actually, that was a bad choice.
It's okay, you're fine.
Actually, that was a bad choice because the janitor, sorry.
It's okay, you're fine, David, you're fine.
Honestly, when I was going out,
David, I am blown away with how eloquent you are. I mean, it's stunning to me.
One of them went into the same bathroom, I believe, as the hallway shooter. he was in there at the same time, and he was in the bathroom, and he didn't know if he was going to live.